Hi guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video lesson, we're going to be looking at Euclidean geometry, applying the proportion theorem and properties of quadrilaterals. The purpose of today's video lesson is to highlight the importance of quadrilaterals and knowing the properties of quadrilaterals in all types of questions. This question is from the November 2018 examination paper and it reads as follows. In the diagram, triangle AGH is drawn. FNC are points on AG and AH respectively, such that AF is equal to 20 units, FG is equal to 15 units, CH is equal to 21 units, D is a point on FC such that ABCD is a rectangle. With AB also parallel to GH, the diagonals of ABCD intersect at M, a point on AH. Now the purpose of today's video lesson, once again, is to highlight the importance of knowing properties of your quadrilaterals. Now, if we look at this particular question, we have a quadrilateral which is ABCD, which is a rectangle. That's important for us to know the properties of our rectangles. We also have a line which we are going to show is parallel to the third side of a triangle. Because here they say explain why FC is parallel to GH. Then they say calculate with reasons the length of DM, which is this side here. So let's go and answer our question. Firstly, let's do a quick review on the proportionality theorem in triangles. Remember that if we have a line which is parallel to the third side of a triangle, and we have a triangle which is ABC, and we have a line which is parallel to the third side of a triangle, which is, let's call it DE. Remember that if DE is parallel to BC, and that's given to us, then it means that the sides of our triangle are in the same proportion. So therefore, AE all over EC is equal to AD all over DB, and that is because DE is parallel to BC. Or we can say line parallel to third side of triangle. Now, it says explain why FC is parallel to GH. So we're going to also look at the properties of our quadrilaterals. What is a quadrilateral? Well, a quadrilateral is a four-sided figure. And in particular, today we're going to be looking at the properties of a rectangle. So properties of, let's just call it quads, right? So today we're going to be looking at the properties of a rectangle. Now the other quadrilaterals that you must go and learn will be the rhombus, square, trapezium, and also the kite. So let's look at the properties of a rectangle. The properties of a rectangle have all the properties of a parallelogram. That's important. Now remember that a parallelogram is going to be a four-sided figure where we have opposite sides equal and parallel. So that's the first property of a parallelogram. The second one is where the opposite angles are equal. The third property that we should know is where the diagonals bisect each other. Also, we must know that a rhombus and a square rectangle have all the properties of a palm. Now, what's the unique properties of a rectangle? Now, the unique properties of a rectangle are the following. The diagonals are equal in length, and also the vertices equals to 90 degrees. Now that's important for us to know. So Let's see if we can answer this question, having gained all of this knowledge, or having revised all of this. It says, explain why FC is parallel to GH. So let's look at that. As we are given here, we can clearly see that AB is going to be parallel to this line FC. Why is that so? Well, because the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal and parallel. Now what are we given? We are given that AB is parallel to GH. So therefore we have AB which is parallel to FC which is parallel to GH. So therefore FC will be parallel to GH. So let's write that down. So for 8.2.1, let's go and write that down. So I'm going to say that AB is parallel to FC, and that is because we are given that ABCD is a rectangle, and for a rectangle we know that the opposite sides are parallel. Also, we are given that AB is parallel to GH, and that was given to us in the question. Therefore, we can conclude that FC is parallel to GH. FC is parallel to GH. Okay, so that's the first question. That's very important. Why is that important? Because now FC parallel to GH, we have a line which is parallel to the third side of a triangle. Therefore, we can now apply the prop theorem. There's it here. We can apply this theorem here. Therefore, AE over EC equals to AD over EC in this particular figure, or triangle ABC. So let's go answer the next question. Calculate with the reasons the length of DM. So let's have a look at that very carefully. So if I look here, I can now find the length of AC by using this prop theorem. I can say AC all over CH is going to equal to AF all over FG, and that is because we have a line which is parallel to the third side of our triangle. Also, after we find that, we will now know the length of this whole side over here, AC. But remember that AC or ABCD is a rectangle. Therefore, the diagonals are equal in length. So what will that mean? That if the diagonals now are equal in length, that means that AC will equals to BD. And thereafter, we can then say that DM will equals to MB, because the diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. That will now enable us to solve for DM. So let's put all of that together, write our solution. So for 8.2.2, our first statement in what we wrote here is AC over CH will equals to AF all over FG. That is because FC is parallel to GH. Product theorem, or we can write line parallel to third side of triangle. Therefore, AC over CH is 21 equals to AF is 20 and FG is 15. So that will be 20 over 15. So let us now solve for AC. Therefore, AC will equals to 21 times 20 all over. So let's put that in our calculator. 21 times 20 all over 15 gives us 28. So AC is equal to 28. So now that we know that the length of AC is equal to 28, therefore the length of BD will also equals to 28 because the diagonals are equal in length. And because DM equals to MB, diagonals bisect each other. Therefore, DM will equal to 28 divided by 2, which is 14 and 14. So our answer should be DM equals to 14. But remember, we have to write the reasons down. So let's write that down. So we'll therefore say that AC is equal to BD. Diagonals of rectangle equal. So that's equal to 28. And then we'll say that DM is equal to MB. And remember that the diagonals bisect each other. Therefore, DM is 28 over 2, which is going to be equals to 14. And learners, that's our solution. Learners, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to JL Maths. Also, you can check out all the videos at jlmaths.com, like my Facebook page, Justin Lazarus Mathematics, and I'll catch you in the next video.